Do you know what sucks, though? Me. Ha ha. See? I suck penises because I'm gay. Big fat gay. Oh, that's funny. Oh, penises. Putting them in your mouth. Oh, it's always funny. That'll never get old. Penises in the mouth. Do you know what else will never get old? All my sexual partners. Because they're all dead. Ha ha ha. That's the problem with having sex with children, of course. You have to kill them afterwards, or before, if you're into that. Otherwise, they'll go around telling people what's happened, and you'll get in trouble for these horrific, awful, vile, evil things that you've been doing. You have to pay the price for it, and you know no one wants to do that shit. Oh, minutes in, if not seconds, and we're already leaning on that crutch, that comedy crutch of having sex with children. Well, you know, with regards to getting caught, I've been arrested for graffiti. In my don't tell anyone this, but and it fucking sucks getting caught like in the act. Not because like, oh no, what's going to happen to me? I don't want to suffer the consequences of my actions. Mostly because it feels like it's a game and you've just lost, like you've just lost Monopoly. It's just like, oh shit. Oh, I was winning. I had the waterworks. I had, I don't know, the red ones. Are they good? The red street. Regents, is that? I don't know. I haven't played in years. But yeah, you're doing good, you're getting all the money, and then suddenly some fuck comes along and, I don't know, arrests you for painting graffiti. And it fucking stinks. It just feels like you've lost the game. Oh, if you ever play the game, you've just lost, by the way. And that's the big... So that's, you know... If you're going around sexing children, kids and whatnot, I imagine, you know, I don't know, I don't speak from experience, obviously, I imagine getting caught would just be like, oh shit, god damn it. Although I guess there is video of that, like To Catch a Predator show, and they get caught. They try to, and in some cases successfully, kill themselves because they're aware that their life is now over because everybody knows that they're a disgusting, awful pedophile. Oh, it's a funny old world, isn't it? Oh, it's funny, isn't it? Yeah, it's funny. Bit of a laugh, or it's just a bit of banter, bit of friendly banter between people, as we like. Oh, I don't mind who I hang out with as long as they got good bants. Oh, that's British for you, that is. Oh, as long as they got good bants, as long as the bant's good, if they're funny, they've got good banter, then, you know, I'll fucking hang out with anyone. I'm easy, me. I don't even give a shit. I hang out with anyone. I don't care as long as they've fucking got good bants. You got good bants? Excuse me, mate. You ain't got a bants, have you? You got any bants on you, mate? Excuse me, mate. We got a fucking bants on you. I got no bants left. I ran out of bants. I used some more up. I used up all my good bants with my friends, and then I was hanging out with a girl, and I realised I got no bants left because I used it all up, and now I'm fucking not going to get to have sex with this girl because I got no fucking bants. All my fucking bants. Could you lend me some bants, brother? Spare some bants. Jingle, jangle, jingle, jangle. It's jangling a cup of bants. Please, just one or two bants. Spare some bants. What the fuck am I even... Alright. My original point. Do you know what sucks? Me. Ha! Do you know what sucks? Is music. Fucking stinks. Music fucking sucks because if I want to show pictures, artwork, I can show as much as I fucking bloody well please. I can show books, comics, any kind of shit in a video, show it off in the thumbnail and wherever else. Put it in your back pocket, sit on it, squash it, put it out and show it to you and go, look at this shit. It doesn't matter. I can show you any old shitty art or good art. And it's cool. Movies, I could show clips, in fair use for the purposes of review, criticism and review. I can show movie clips, things of that nature, TV stuff, plays I could probably show you. I don't really know about plays because who gives a shit about theatre? But not bloody music. You can't have literally a fraction of a second of a copyrighted piece of music lest it be taken down by the people who do that shit, by the greedy fucking arseholes. I'd rather associate with pedophiles than, well, just about anyone. No, than people who fucking work in music copyright industry shit. Fuck them, fuck every single last fucking one of them. Because I was thinking it would be cool if, when I'm doing this, because when I paint, I usually have music and shit on in the background. So it would be cool if I do these podcasts things. I do this a lot lately. And just have some cool music in the background, the music that I listen to, because it's another level of just hanging out and drawing, which is the whole point of this. Is it's supposed to feel like just hanging out and drawing and shit. But you can't, because, oh no, you don't own that, you don't have the right to use it, so we're gonna burn you. And I'm aware it's there's even more new laws coming in with regards to like streaming, like Twitch and stuff, and using music in there, and it's just fucking retarded. I'm not saying anything new, and it's much less of an issue for me than it is for many other people, for streamers and stuff, because they're streaming content, whereas I just make some shitty videos, so it doesn't really matter. But it's still fucking, it stinks. It's stinky poos. Stinky, what a lot of stinky, rotten, stinky poos. I'm not a fan, would not recommend. Copyright as a principle, fuck it. I don't give a shit. Oh, he stole my idea, Fuck you, you fucking nonce. Like, you're the only person who's ever come up with it. But that's the problem with music, is that it goes into even if your music sounds similar to some music that already exists, they can take it down for copyright infringement or whatever. And it's like, all music sounds similar. You fucking dick bags. It's just noises. Ugh. Frustrating. I told myself I was going to try to stay away from ranting, because I feel like the last couple of quote-unquote episodes... Shit, where's my fucking thing? Oh, I lost my paint rag that I wipe my brushes on. Yeah, I've been ranting a lot lately, so I feel like I want to get away from that for a little bit. Maybe just talk art. Hi! Hello, by the way. And everything. All of that. Hi, hello, all the hellos. Welcome. It's good to see you. I mean, I can't see you. You could barely even see me. See my hand. Maybe two hands at once if you're lucky. It's nice to see you. Nice. That's an old British TV thing. It wasn't good when it was a thing, and now it's even less. How's it going? Oh, it's going. Still here. I'm painting A painting. Wow. Wow. That's amazing. Wow. It's Zach Ridley. Oh my gosh. Shit all over the inside of my vagina. It's Zach Ridley. A picture of Zach Ridley. A zicture of a ricture of Pack Zidley. Painting a zicture of Rack Piddly. Oh, I like Rack Piddly. Again, I know I've said it before and I will say it again. And I'll continue to say it and say it and say it until I'm fucking dead, you pricks. Spoonerisms, where you switch around the first letters of two words. So, wee and poo becomes pee and woo. Which is funny. It's one of, frankly, the highest, not the highest forms of comedy. It's one of my favourite things. I just like doing it. I find it amusing. So Zach Ridley becomes Rack Zidley. That's not a particularly funny one, but it's fun to, a picture of Zach Ridley, a zicture of Pack Ridley. What? That makes no fucking sense at all. How about you shut your fucking mouth, you tart? You fuck. Go fuck. Oh, I wish I could. That's I could. So my Skyrim save file corrupted. I play on my old Xbox 360. I got it out of the loft a little while ago. I feel like I need to get it out of my system of playing through like all my old video games and stuff. Because I haven't touched them for years and years and years. I think I've told the story because it's not really a story. It just is a thing. When I moved out of my folks' home, my old folks' home where they put me, I left my video games there because I knew going to live on my own, if I had my video games to come home from work to, I'd never get any art done. All I'd do is come home from work, sit and play video games, go to bed, wake up, go to work, come home, sit and play video games. And living on my own, I really wanted to fucking get shit done, art and whatnot. So I left my video games back at my ma's house. And that was about 5 years ago. And then recently I went to go get them again, just so I could play through them. Because I had that sort of like, that itch for some nostalgia. Like especially with Skyrim and Fallout 3 and stuff. Like the music and the atmosphere and everything. It's really something, you want to get into. So I did. So I've been playing those a bit lately. Which I think is probably good because I've been struggling with my mental health and stuff. So I think it's been good to have that as like a separate outlet, because otherwise it's all I have really is art. I've got the internet, but whatever. So it's good to have like a separate thing to occupy my time. What else am I going to do? Read? Like a big homo. So I was playing Skyrim, but then I was playing Skyrim. I got quite, far into it. I was level like 50 or something. I got about that high. And then it's never happened before, but the save file corrupted and it just would not load the game at all. So I had to start again. I had to delete all the files from the hard drive. Start anew. Wee and a poo. Well, I mean, I say that, it's actually irrelevant. So, I'm a female orc. I'm not. My character within the game of Sky to the Rim is a female orc, because I like orcs, and occasionally I can tolerate females. So, funny. I'm a female orc. I couldn't think of a name. Usually, for my character names, I just put, like, Blizzgarb or Shalsgorb. Or, some silly like that. Especially for orcs. If you put, like, Garg and Zaj and Korb and stuff. Noises like that, it sounds like orc kind of name noises. But I had nothing in my head. It was no thoughts, head empty moment on this newest, playthrough. And, feeling a little bit down, a little bit sorry for myself in general. So to lighten my mood, I guess, I just named my orc Pooh. Let's take a look at an art book. But Ewan, I hear you say, like the knowing little shits you are, we've already seen you look at this book very recently. Okay, then here's an ever so slightly different one in the same vein. It's like juxtaposition, but it's dark. It's dark art. The dark art. Oh, yes. I very nearly forgot that I even had this book. I picked it up because it was there, because I saw it, and I was like, hey, some of the art that Juxtapose posts is kind of all right. Dark arts, I like dark, grim, spooky spook drawings and shit. Maybe it'll be good. It wasn't. I haven't looked in this in a long time. Oh, dirty nails. So it'll be kind of new, but I just remember being very sort of unimpressed with it all. Not bad to start with, but let's have a look. Spreads like this are probably sort of. So is James Jean even in this book? I don't recall. Well, I guess he is. James Jean, yeah. So meh. Herbert Baglione, I'm not a big fan. His work doesn't even seem that dark. I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. If you're into it, you're into it. But I'm not. Frankly, I'm not a big fan. I think it's too sort of leaning into abstract collage sort of space, whereas I'm obviously more, illustrative oriented, painting, more traditional media and shit. Don't know who this is. Some of the artwork's okay. It's a bit meh. Fashion illustration, I don't know. Yeah, cool. Hair pieces are kind of neat, I guess. Painting techniques aren't extraordinary, but they're okay, I guess. I don't know. Again, is it even dark? Is there anything really dark arty about any of this? It's not really like this. I don't know. A similar to Herbert Baglione, I guess. Very collage, quite abstract, not really my thing. And certainly it doesn't... if I didn't know this was a book of dark art and I saw this, I wouldn't think, oh, dark art. I get, you can see some of the subject matter is a bit like beheaded people and bears holding plants growing out there. But ultimately, meh. Exactly the same feelings of... Is it dark art, really? Can't pronounce that, so I won't try. This is a bit more dark arty. I like that it's sort of a play on, old religious iconography and those sorts of paintings, but very modern, industrial world, and it's all like hellish wars and sickness and death. That's quite cool. Flooded world, sharks, people drowning and dying, people kicking an old man, death, war. I can appreciate that, and that's certainly more dark. Not in terms of, if it's not about death, it's not dark, but just the tone, that's a very dark painting, whereas this isn't. These aren't even really interesting drawings. I mean, it's tastes, it's whatever, but to me, it's just meh. And this is, I can appreciate this. meh. Very sort of juxtaposed skateboardery art kind of thing. Skateboard tattoo art. Kind of dark, I guess, in terms of tone. Oh, is he the guy who did Pepe? She's quite a popular one. Meh. I don't know much of her work, but these pieces don't really... They're not jumping out at me as like, oh, hey, great art. Whereas this book, I don't like all the artists, but a lot of the artwork in here is like, look at that shit, man. That's cool. That's... whatever. That's cool. That's cool. That's darker than most of the shit in the dark art book. There's more just cool artwork to look at in this book than there is this one. I'm really unimpressed, even on this, like, looking through it again. James Jean, obviously, you know, he's James Jean. Yeah, that's quite dark. I like that. That's really well painted. That's pretty cool. It's James Jean. I mean, he's one of the gods of what he does, isn't he? Travis Louis. Okay, this is like dark, like gothic dark. I've got paint on my hand. This is some of the best artwork in here, purely for, well, not purely, but I guess largely for how well done each piece is. There's a lot more imagination and creativity gone into each of these, and obvious skill as well, than most of the other stuff in the book. They're really eerie and sort of dark and gothic. They fit in a book like this. These are really, really nicely painted, these pieces. They're not my cup of tea, I guess you could say. But I totally get it. I understand why people would like it. And like I say, they're painted well, the lighting and stuff. They're really solid forms and shit in the painting. And they are dark art. They fit in the book really nicely. Like a book of artwork like this would make more sense. Actually, the more I look at it, the more they grow on me. That's fucking a tortured looking thing. I like that. Cool structures and stuff. Yeah, that's... Elizabeth McGrath. Sculptures. These are cool. These fit. They're really cool. You like this? It's good shit. See, I'm not just like, oh, if it's not drawing and painting, I don't care. I love shit like this, man. Sculptures. I wish I could sculpt. I mean, I dabble. I could if I put the time in, but I don't put the time in, so I don't. But I love shit like this. This is really, really cool. Really creative. Again, dark and shit. These are cool sculptures too. The paintings are cool. Sort of, kind of cool. I wouldn't hang it on my wall, but it's kind of cool. This, I remember seeing these and just being like, what? Really? I can see the dark art kind of concepts are a bit like, you know, it's existential and it's disease and humanity, human existence and pain and plagues, but the pictures themselves are just sort of meh. I don't like how they're drawn. They don't appeal visually. Miss Van's a staple of juxtapose. Just one of those like her, Tara McPherson, and that lot. Kawasaki. Her, they all draw just a girl in a place with animals and things. About as dark as they need to be, but meh. This is cool. This is really, really cool. Oh, that's really nice. The book and the bird and the little chandelier. The little rug. Ah, I love this stuff. This stuff's really cool. Much more fitting for the book. That's really nice. Fuck, that's really, really nice, actually. Do like a good pigeon. Oh, I didn't miss a page. Monk 1, very cool. Cool zombie drawings. Really, really nicely drawn stuff. I definitely appreciate this. That's fucking cool. Really good shit. Really, really good shit. Really well drawn. That's well drawn, because there's stuff like this, and it doesn't all have to look like this, but you see stuff like this, and it's like, oh, hey, wow, look at those fucking drawings. And then you see stuff like this, and it's like, oh, I mean, for that person, if that's your art and that's what you do, that's great. You do it. Make more of it. Make loads of it. But ultimately, if you're putting a book together of dark arts, if you just think, if you can probably picture now on Instagram, for instance, all of the people who do tattooing, sculpture, paintings, illustrations that are like dark and gothic, you know, horror illustration, horror artwork. You could fill a book with so much really fucking cool artwork on that theme and make such a fucking... Because this book, it's a nice feeling book. It's a quality production. And books like this aren't cheap to, you know, produce. Alex Pardee, meh, whatever, dark, if you like, I guess. Just, yeah, not really a fan, to be honest. So if you're going to make a book like this, I love this shit. Really sort of like almost simplistic in style, but I would say the same thing about Hellboy, that it was very simplistic in style when I first saw it, but then you actually give it a minute, pay attention to it, and then you see what's going on, and it's all like these hellish landscapes, and I like that they're all made out of you know, smaller drawings pasted together, like my dungeon drawings, and it's all like, you know, murder and shit, sex, orgies and death. Really, really graphic style. Violence in the streets, riots and stuff. I'm not a huge fan of the style, but I think it works really, really well for the artwork. So, you know, that's cool. Love these. These are really nice. Like violence and shit. Like, almost cartoony, but equally almost sickening. Fucking... knife in that guy. I dig it. I dig this. That's some good shit. Oh god. I mean, like I was saying, there's so much amazing artwork out there by amazing, like, established artists and unknown artists and just people just making cool, dark, gothic, horrible shit. And then there's this that they put in this book. The paper's good quality. There's some really good artists in here, a small handful. The book itself is really nice. And not to shit on Suzanne Sattler, but they look like student drawings, which, you know, isn't necessarily a bad thing. Students can draw if they can draw, but just really, you're putting that in your book. There's just so much. Okay, well, I mean, if you just saw that, like these, it's not my place to say necessarily. I'm not the best artist. God knows I'm not remotely the best artist ever, but they're not particularly well realised, well drawn. Like the structure and perspective and stuff is pretty weak. They feel really, really lacking in form. They're frankly boring to look at. And then you got shit like this. So Crayola, Greg Simpkins, is a master at what he does. He easily can be called a fucking master painter. His shit's ridiculous. And it's with acrylics as well, which is insane. Like to paint that well with acrylics. And I've seen his technique, how he does it in a couple of videos. And I think that's something I could try to imitate, but like I'd be worried of ending up looking like I'm trying to be Crayola. Yeah, his work fits perfectly in this book. It's brilliant. Dark and whatever. I like the graffiti he puts in there. Really, really nice. I'll need to get hold of some of, like, a book of his. I think he's got a few books out, but like sketches and paintings and stuff. Yeah. There's not really much to say other than just, you know, have a book full of this shit. Amazing. Don't waste space on, you know, whatever. Skinner, bit of a legend in the game, old school graphic artist. Fits, definitely. Dark art. Definitely. Yeah, we dig Skinner. Skinner's alright. Jeff Soto, a bit hit and miss with him, in my opinion. My opinion of him is hit and I don't know, whatever. Like I really love some of this stuff. It's really nicely painted, nicely rendered. I feel like a lot of times it feels some of this stuff's really cool, really nice. And you can see how it's painted as well, which is cool. But then you get stuff like this, where it just feels a bit too sort of just random stuff to fill the space, where it doesn't really have much substance to it. But that's not to say it's bad necessarily. Like, they make great pieces to hang on walls. These big, bold, there's colour and there's stuff going on. But in terms of when you break it down into what the painting is, it's just weird, just lines and stuff. There's not really much sense to it. And, you can do that, and, like, abstract painting is a thing, but when you can paint really, really cool stuff... I don't know, whatever. Jonathan Viner is really, really good. I remember being inspired by him in college. These paintings don't really do him justice, frankly, but his paintings I really like them. They've got a really nice sort of... Yeah, that's quite a sort of melancholic atmosphere to them. Not all of them. I wouldn't say that fits into a dark arts book necessarily, And then some more just like, It's just that, like, it's obviously all, contemporary illustration. But this feels like, art. And this feels like modern contemporary illustration. Like a very specific sort of, freelance illustrator work as opposed to artists, And that's my opinion. Their art is their art. It's what they do. Cool, do it. Do more of it. Make all the art. But again, just if it's such a weak collection. There's a tiny small selection in here that's really, really good, and there's a lot of just like yawn, man. If you're gonna make a book, make a good fucking book. Don't. Point is, much like Spoonerisms, it's simple, but that's part of the beauty of it. That it's still funny, even that it's just something so silly and simple, but it remains amusing. There's something funny about it. And so Spoonerisms are one of my like high forms of comedy, but I think my uppermost, as I showed in one of my post-it note things, is seeing the word poo written down, because it's just fucking funny. So, playing through Skyrim, feeling a bit down and depressed, but now, every time someone makes reference to my character, which happens often because I'm fucking Dragonborn, I guess, they say, "Oh no, it's the legendary poo." Or when someone puts out a hit on me or something, so they send, some hired thugs to come attack me, come and kill me, and then I kill them because, I'm the best. And then I search their bodies and I find, like, the note that they were given, like, go kill this person, and it says, "I want you to take care of Pooh." Fucking go kill him. Take care of that bastard bitch. And it says Pooh, which is funny to me. So every time I see that, I laugh. And that's a good thing, It's just a nice little pleasant, nice thing for myself. Just something to, give me something to fucking smile about in these trying times. Ugh. We know life's hard during these trying times, but we come together to do you shit snots. Eat my dick, advertisers using the fucking pandemic as a means to relate to the common man so that they can sell products to them even better. Oh, how marvellous for them all. Fucking brilliant. Go you. Bloody go you. Literally, music industry copyright law people, I'd say, to me, are probably more tolerable than anyone who works in advertising or marketing. Fuck the lot of those people. I once met a guy, and it was in like some, I don't know, like youth workshop art program thing I was doing when I actually used to interact with people. Just some guy. He was kind of boring. He was very into like fashion and stuff. So, you know, yawn, basically. And I said, oh, what do you do? And he said, I'm studying marketing. And I said, ew, you fucking cock. I punched him in his dick with my mouth repeatedly until he came. No, I didn't. I said, oh, really? And he was like, yeah, why? And I was just like, wow, you know, advertising, marketing, really? That's what you... And it's like, yeah, do you know how much money is it? Oh, of course, it's all about the money. Oh, actively making the world a shittier place to live in. But hey, as long as you get money for it, that's what matters. As long as you can buy a big house and like watches and a car. Oh, fun. Let's get watches. Let's have loads of different watches to choose from. Oh, what watch shall I wear today? Oh, perish the thought you should have more meaningful things to worry about on a daily basis than what fucking watch to wear. Jesus, Lord the Christ. What the absolute fart and the fuck. Shit all over a dog for the fun of it, you piss lords. Fuck you. In these trying times, buy our products. Keep the economy going so that the CEOs of our companies can have more money to buy fucking child sex slaves with. The lucky fucking sod hats. Are we ever going to run out the clock on the fucking Ewan's secretly, but not so secretly, a pedophile gag? Comment below if you think it's still funny to imply that I'm a horrible pedophile. Don't actually do that, because I'm not being great at it, but I do try to reply to comments and things. But, you know, in these trying times, it's a bit hard to stay on top of it all, you know. I'm sure you understand. Oh, that's very pink. Very, very, very pink. More pink than I ever could have dreamed. Every time, just about every bloody time, I'm going to paint something like this. I think, cool, I want to have it like loosey-goosey, really like painty and a bit messy, free, yeah? Cool. And every fucking time I start like that, and it sort of goes okay for a bit. And then, soon enough, every time, I start paying more attention to details and highlights and things. Start rendering a little bit more carefully, and then they all come out looking the same. But it's never like, you know, super painstakingly blended and rendered paintings. It's like I feel like I get to a weird in-between point of like halfway between messy and, you know, super painstakingly rendered and blended and stuff. Which maybe that's good. Like if you like how that looks, then cool. Thank you. I'm glad you like me. That's what's important. It's important that you like me. Well, I guess it is to some degree. But it's you know, it's rarely quite what I'm going for. But I guess that's what makes it my style. Is it's not that, regardless of how I try to make a picture look, it might come out looking completely different, but that's what makes it mine. A revelation. A fucking epiphany. Look at that. Epiphanies on the ewan. I was going to say ewan sucks. It's not ewan. It's ewan shmewan. I don't even like that name. Ewan shmewan. I hated it after like the 3rd or 4th episode or whatever. But like, what else do you? That's what I've seen some people really dislike when artists have untitled pieces. They're like, no, fuck you. You should think of a title for every piece. Like, fuck you. Not every piece means that much. If it's just a painting, like, have it untitled. Give a fuck. And it's the same, you know, with everything, I guess, with characters on Skyrim or podcasts or whatever. Like, just have it just be, hello, I am Ewan, and this is my podcast, I guess. I was filling out a little thing for the Illustrators World Series competition that I'm taking part in again this year. Oh, God knows what I'm going to do with that shit. Jesus. And they asked for like my date of birth and a little bio about me. The bio was, I didn't know what the fuck to do for that. But then it asked, well, not asked, there was a space to fill out of where I'm representing, or like my nationality, or which country or whatever I'm representing. But like, I don't feel like I'm representing it. I'm not representing my country. I happen to have been born in England. So I guess by default, I'm representing England. But I'm not like, I don't want to represent, I don't even like living, I just live here. I don't fucking care about the place. You know, I'm not attached to it. I don't give a shit about it. So I don't feel the need to represent it, you know. So I put basically something to that effect. I think I put like, well, I was born in England, so I guess I'm representing England. I don't really know. Can't I just put untitled? Where are you representing? Untitled. That doesn't make any sense, you. I know! Life doesn't make any sense. It's all a big fucking mess. Made worse by the people in advertising and marketing, those fucking rotten cunts. Grrr. Where fuck are we up to time-wise? I got a few more minutes, I guess. So this is Zach Ridley. I'm painting a picture of Zach. This is going to be, again, not sure I will be able to get it printed anytime soon. Have I mentioned I would get it printed myself? Like, I would literally print copies myself, pay to have it done and sell them. But I don't know if I'm allowed legally because I don't own the Zach Ridley property. I just draw the thing. I don't own it, so I'm not sure I'm allowed to just print my own books. So, I mean, hopefully it will be able to get printed eventually. But for now, I'm going to make it a PDF with, you know, my own speech bubbles and stuff added, with no text in them, but just speech bubbles added. Speech bubbles added, you know, for effect. Empty speech bubbles, just to show where there would be text and to give you an idea of, you know, how it's going to look. And so that'll be in a PDF on my Patreon page, which would be cool. So this is the back cover. When it goes to print, this will be the back cover, and then it will be, you know, I guess the last image you see in the PDF. Which is cool. I've got a front cover I'm working on as well. I'm getting this one done just because it's quick and easy. You know, do it in a podcast, nice and easy. Quick little piece of Zach Ridley artwork. We like to see that. That's nice. We like it. Yeah. So the front cover will have more colour in it, but this is just a little like fun piece. This is going to stay white. His shirt's going to be painted white, so there'll be a little bit of a contrast. But you know, just back cover, no text or anything. Or I might put the Zach Ridley logo backwards behind him, so on the front it's forwards above the thing, and in the back it's backwards in. I don't know. I'll experiment with that. See how it goes. Let's get these eyes and teeth done very quickly, just so it's something to look at for the end of the video, I guess. I've got all but one page done of the actual comic, 22 pages. I've just got to do the final page, which is a bit of a bastard of a page. There's quite a lot going on. It's one splash panel, but it's quite a detailed one, so it's going to take me a little while to get it done. So I'm getting the covers out of the way. So the last thing I have to do is just that last page. And once the last page is done, I will have done this fucking... And then there's only 3 more chapters in the book. So God knows when I'll be able to get those done. I almost certain it, won't be able to happen. But I'd like for it to be the case that, the publisher... They don't work. They don't work in paying you. They don't pay you for doing the book necessarily. You get paid, like, you get a percentage of whatever the book makes in sales. So I sort of own a percentage of the thing. So maybe I can make a. This is 1/4 of the comic. So if I own a quarter of it, maybe I can print it. So. What the fuck am I even... Jesus Christ. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Wow. Did I run out of fucking steam? What was I even saying? I literally have forgotten what I was saying. I have no idea where I was going. My bad. Oh, it happens sometimes, doesn't it? Can't have good days every day. But, 1 or 2 would be nice with it. So, shit me. That stopped the momentum dead in its fucking tracks, didn't it? Christ. So, yeah, this is Zach Ridley and I'm doing the fucking thing. What was I saying about getting paid and then... yeah, okay. Ideally, the publisher pay me a chunk of money to live for... just enough to live off for 2 or 3 months to get the book done, and I'll finish the next 3 chapters of the book. I'll work hard on them because I've got money. Whereas this one, it's taken me ages because they don't pay me to do it. So I've only been able to do it in my spare time. So I've got it done where I can, but this is page number 1, which I just finished, which I'm really happy with. Is a space, but look, that's like the space station is like a big hand, a big robot hand, but that's like what a space station is. It's like a moon with this giant robot with hands, feet, and a penis coming out of it. And there's going to be an arrow pointing to this hand to indicate that's where they are on this moon in the space station. And there's the ships and the little like docking doorways and shit. I've just got to paint a couple of details, but otherwise that's done. I'm really happy with that one because I did a version of that a while ago, but I wasn't happy with it. But then I redid it, and now I am happy with it. And that's the second to last page. He's got a hook for a hand. Look at that weird parrot. Wow. What the fuck's this? Oh, my God. That hand's not badly painted. And then this is the back cover. Almost done. Not really too much more to do. Render the flesh a little bit more. Maybe eyes and shit in there. Let's get this fag painted. It's all right. I can say that because it's... means cigarette. And then, yeah, a few more. I'll get it done. And then once I've got it done, it'll be done.